In fact, he's 23 years old now, and he's in college and studying medicine. He's an EMT, emergency medical technician, and he's studying for his practitioner. But Solomon inspired this because when he was 5 years old, 6 years old, he used to call my phone, and he would leave me a message if I didn't answer the phone. He had a little saying that he would tell me. It was his expression of love. And, hey, Dad, this is Solomon. I've got my heart on you. And I would keep those messages. And but that was his saying, and it became our saying with him. When I'd start to leave, I'd say, Solomon, I've got to go on the road again. I just want you to know I love you, and I got my heart on you.
Oh, I leave quite an impression. 5 feet to be exact. You're wondering why half his clothes went missing. My body's where they're at. Now I'm gone, but you're still laying next to me. 1 degree of separation. I heard you're back together, and if that's true, you'll just have to taste me.
Hey guys, I'm Alison King. Thanks for joining me for this week's edition of WMH Music Zone Weekly, where we'll find out what's making the headlines. So grab a cuppa and kick back in your favorite chair, while I take you through the very latest in music news both here in Australia and all over the globe.
G'day music fans, I'm filling in for Alison while she's away for a couple of weeks, so let's go and get this party started.
In fact, he's 23 years old now, and he's in college and studying medicine.
Your boy was lucky enough earlier this week to land a live and exclusive interview in the United States with none other than the hottest duet in American music right now. Our very own Aussie singer-songwriter and current female vocalist of the year, the one and only Danni Stefanetti, in partnership with the great American country singer William Lee Golden. And a very special shout out to the legendary US music producer Jeff Panzer and Panzer Vision for making all the calls and allowing this interview to happen.
I'm well, and it's just after 6 a.m. here, hence why it's a little darker in the studio.
Yes, very early. William's here.
Hey, Danny.
Hi, William.
I'm in Oklahoma today, so
Oklahoma.
Jeff Panzer, your manager, told me that you were that you were talking to your home country today.
Yes.
In Australia.
Right.
So I just wanted to compliment you on your great talent and thank you for all you did to help me get my song that I wrote put on to tape, and you helped me sing it too. And so thank you for that. And you're one of the most talented people that I know. You're multi-talented. Multifaceted, and thank you for all of that. And the Oak Ridge Boys, you played on our new video with Elvira, and so thank you for that too. You've been so gracious with your time and your talent here in Nashville when you visited. And but I'm out on the road with the Oak Ridge Boys this weekend. We're in Kansas yesterday, Oklahoma today, Texas tomorrow, then back up to Kansas Sunday. Then we get to go back to Nashville on Monday. So I just wanted to crash your party here and thank you for all you've done to help me. And,
thank you.
And the Oak Ridge Boys.
What an honor.
William, absolute honor for everyone here. Look, I'm so happy that you did crash the party.
Yeah.
You in person, this has been a massive surprise, and thank you very much for joining us. This makes everything complete.
Thank you for the kind words, William. They're really beautiful words you just said, and I really had fun doing the last 3 days of press with you as well. That we had a lot of interviews the last 3 days, Nigel.
Campaign Road is always a busy one, and with such a well-established legend in country music involved, it would be no less hectic.
Right.
Well, this is the first song that I've ever written, and Danni helped me put it all together. I didn't have the music for it, but I did have the words and the melodies, and but she helped me put it together. She did the soundtrack for it and sang with me on it, and I'm overwhelmed at her generosity with her. Yeah, Danni has written over 300 songs, and this is my first song. And it was Jeff Panzer's idea for her to help me put the music track to it, and I'm so glad that he did, because she brought my song to life. She brought the tempo up a little and just helped me straighten out some words that I had and repeat some important lines in the song. And she was a great asset to it, and it's just so much better with what she helped me do with the song.
Yeah, well, I can imagine amazing contribution is someone who is well experienced in songwriting, that's for sure.
Reach out and thank Danni publicly for her great talent and for her sharing that talent with me and with the Oak Ridge Boys recently. And but it's been such a joy to know someone that's so positive, so talented, and she's multi-talented. And it's just Nashville sees a lot of talented people, but Danni, she shines just a little brighter. And so it's been a joy to get to know her.
Yep, this is going to be such an exciting release. I mean, I just can't wait for this release, and just such a dynamic combination, such a dynamic duo, and I'm just so excited for where this might lead as well in the future. But let's look at this release, because this is history in the making, and you know, I'm super excited. Australia is super excited. The rest of the world, I imagine, is just as excited as we are. And just to have you guys together, you know, in the same space, let alone in a creative environment, is just a privilege to everyone.
Amazing.
Well, Danni came to my home, and after she had put the soundtrack together, she took my song and put it to music to it, to a soundtrack, and she brought it there and set her little recorder and computer up in our piano room, and she brought her microphone and set it up, and we started singing, and she already had done all the hard work. I had written the song maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I guess, and it was a weekend that I was lonely and missing my youngest son, and I've been divorced 3 times, been married 4, and it was after the divorce that my third wife Brenda moved to Austin, Texas, and it's like at least 15 hours from Nashville if you drive it, but and she took my youngest son, and it kind of pulled him apart from me, and it's been heart-wrenching to try to communicate that distance. But I was sad on a weekend and wrote a song about that, wanting to give him something to have in the future that he might appreciate, or I wanted him to know how I feel. And I used his words as the title of the song. He used to call my phone. I'd be on the road with the Oak Ridge Boys 150 days a year, and sometimes I'd get off stage, go back and check my messages on my phone, and it would be a message from Solomon. Solomon would say, "Hey, Dad, this is Solomon. I got my heart on you." And that was such a sweet, precious saying. You know, he was saying, "I love you" in a little different way. And it's, as a singer, and it's words that sometimes touch us in different ways. And his way of saying that became our communication even with him, because when I'd leave to go back on the road, I'd give him a hug and get a hug from him and tell him, "Solomon, and I've got to go, and for how long I'll be gone, and then I'll be back." And I said, "I just want you to know I love you, and I got my heart on you."
Now, thanks to Aria, it's time to take a look at the Australian Top 20 this week.
Every time you close your eyes and feel his lips, you're feeling mine. And every time you breathe his air, just know I was already there. You can have him if you like. I've been there, done that once or twice. And singing about it don't mean I care. Yeah, I know.
And now it's time to find out who's topping the US and UK charts this week.
Well, I heard future back together. And if that's true, you'll just have to taste me when he's kissing you.